Hello friends, today we will learn about RAG. To understand RAG, we first need to understand generative AI. Generative AI is part of artificial intelligence that can generate new content. For example, it can generate text, image, audio, and video. AI models like GPT generate text based on the data they were trained on. We can utilize generative AI for text generation in two ways. Directly use generative AI for tasks such as text summarization, sentiment analysis, grammar correction, etc. Second way of utilizing generative AI for the text generation is customized text generation using our data. By integrating generative AI with our specific data, we can get more personalized answer. This is where RAG come into play. Large language model like GPT are powerful, but they have limitation. They don't inherently have access to our specific data, such as private documents or internal database to customize questions. We resolve this issue with RAG. We have to follow three different steps to create RAG. To keep it simple, we will try to understand RAG using our own data. Suppose you have credit card bill and you want to implement RAG to get answer to your question. To implement RAG, we will have to follow three steps. And first step will be retrieval. Retrieval means fetching relevant information from your own data sources, database, Excel sheet, knowledge base. For example, if the query is what was my medical expense, the system might retrieve the record medical bill equals to 500 rupees from our indexed credit card data. In the retrieval steps, we also have to create the index as well, and that step we will see later. Next step of implementing RAG is augmenting the prompt. Augmenting the prompt with retrieved data refer to enhancing or enriching user query with relevant information that has been retrieved from knowledge based dataset or external sources. In the third step, we will use the LLM. LLM then use this augmented prompt to generate well structured response. Retrieval, augmenting the prompt, and LLM, we will see these steps in detail. Let's see the retrieval. To build RAG, first of all, we need to make data retrieval or searchable. To make data searchable, we need to make sure that data is clean and noise free. Once clean data is available, then first of all, convert text to vectors. Use an embedding model to convert the data into vector, which are numerical representation of text. Vectors are simply numerical representation of text. In the next step, we have to create chunk of large data. If data size is large, split it into a smaller chunk. Each chunk is then embedded separately. Finally, create a vector index. Once embedding are generated, create a vector index. The index help in quickly retrieving relevant data based on similarity to each query. Let's see the retrieval mechanism. Let's see how these things will work. When a user query arrives, it converts into a vector and matched against our index data. Return relevant chunk. Then the system retrieve the most relevant document or chunk based on the similarity between query and the index vector. For example, if you are building RAG for your own data and you have a detail of credit card bill, and if you query is what was my medical expense, the system might retrieve the record medical equal to 500 rupees, something as per our data from the indexed credit card data. Next is augmenting the prompt. This is a process of enhancing the initial input given to an AI model by adding relevant or supplementary information. User provide prompt or question, then system or through code we search the relevant information from the index data. After that we combine the prompt and searched information from the index data to provide the context to LLM. Let's understand through the example. Suppose we created the vector index of our credit card bill. If we ask question what was my medical bill in the last month, then code will search the data in the index database, and suppose we find that my last month medical bill is 500 rupees. After prompt After prompt appending to the retrieved information, and prompt will look like this. We can we can design our own prompt. You asked about your medical expenses. Last month medical bill is 500 rupees. What was my medical bill in last month? So these are the prompt, and uh, we are augmenting the prompt with the information retrieved from the indexed database. In the next step, once augmenting the prompt done, then we will implement the LLM. We have we have user question, prompt, and retrieved information. We will use all this information in proper format to LLM to generate text rich information. We will get this type of response from LLM, not exactly same but similar type of response we can expect from the model. your medical bill your medical bill last month was 500 rupees. For the current bill, please check the latest statement or consult your healthcare provider.